Today is March, no, today's April, right? April 3rd, 2024. It is approximately 5:39. I'm calling the Keep Laredo Beautiful Board of Directors meeting to order. Roll call, please. That's you.
Jimmy Mares,
Present.
Mary Hernandez, present. Bien Nava,
Present.
Mónica Cavazos,
Present.
Graciela Villarreal. Is it Jamie Heredia? Jaime. Okay. Andy Linares,
Excused, absent, is sick.
Laura Perez,
Present.
Virginia Lopez.
Present.
¿Tienes anybody else to start with?
No. Not yet, I just checked. Yeah.
No, because I saw it on the agenda yesterday, but I didn't know if it was if they had already done it or not.
Wait, you saw an agenda yesterday? I didn't see it.
Yeah, I saw it. What do I mean?
The agenda's already out. Oh,
Well, no, yesterday, it was
There was
yesterday, yeah. But when I checked on Thursday, they hadn't put it, so I'm hoping to, maybe they could.
I missed an entire city council meeting?
Yes, it's still close.
Yikes.
Yeah, I just didn't get to watch it to see if it had some commentary or not.
Okay, let me check. Yeah, because I'm still waiting on if they hadn't sent me back their application.
Okay. The next item is the approval of the minutes.
I move that we accept the minutes as presented.
Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye. Any opposed, same sign. Motion carries. The next item is citizen communications. Do you have any citizens who want to communicate? We do not. All right, the next item is discussion of possible action on the following items. Take a plant, leave a plant.
Have you talked to the fire station? We talked about the fire station at Delmar, but I haven't spoken to anybody, but I don't mind approaching people.
No, I haven't talked to him. I talked to JJ at Parks, and we talked about finding spots where, at the entrance where the sprinkler system was already installed, that we could kind of do
Right,
a low table.
right.
And that way we wouldn't have to worry about irrigating.
Irrigation.
Yep.
No.
No issues there.
Honestly, I don't think plants are going to stay there long enough to need to be watered.
Well, we're hoping that people take them, but we're
Well, they're
also hoping
supposed
that
to
they
take,
take some.
and I'm hoping that people will leave. I mean, some people will, because if you have plants, you usually have a lot of little ones. You're like, okay, I don't need this one, I already have 10. So you're trying to unload them. And usually it's your friends that get the overload. But to have a place is nice. So should we identify 3 areas, 2 areas, 1 area?
I thought we kind of thought we'd do 2, kind of one north, one south, and start there. And then maybe, we also said maybe one other spot that was kind of more central.
I think we thought City Hall. I always say City Hall because, I'm gonna be honest, the employees, they never get to benefit from anything. This is something they would benefit from, the ones that garden. They'd have a place to take their plants, they'd have a place to pick up plants while they're exchanging with everybody at City Hall. I know in
Short
November,
deals.
we used to collect clothing at City Hall. for Goodwill, and it used to be very successful. It was like, you need to clean out your house, you have a place to take it.
So in our last meeting, we talked about North Central Park, maybe Bartlett, Slaughter, and Moss. I can't think which else I mean, that's right. But
Yeah.
Moss.
McKendrick Lamar.
Kendrick and Moore.
Yes, at McKendrick Lamar.
But I think we ought to do two.
I like McKendrick Lamar. To start off with.
Check.
Moss. And it'll be good because Annalisa will shepherd it.
And then
Yes.
that NCP, it just has a lot of
and
traffic.
NCP, yes.
And he does.
And because I talked to Marines very, very frequently, he's the supervisor for that park. So
Okay.
he
So,
did give me some suggestions and ideas on the thing itself,
What thing?
on the pallet, because we were thinking pallet, right?
Right.
He's saying like for us to like add wheels on it.
Yes, I can see that. It'll be easy to place into a closet at the end of the day with nobody taking it. And
Yes, that was the idea, because they have like a closet there where they can put it away.
Yeah.
Because we were thinking, because I asked someone if they could build it for us, that was a no. He's like, well, he's like, look, this looks like a pallet, let's do this one. And we'll just add some wheels on there.
are we worried that they're gonna take our stand?
Oh, God, yeah, they'll take it. Anything that's not tied down, it will be gone.
Yeah, and then we
I
were
mean,
trying to
it's a
figure out
shell
another way to
because
tie it
it's, they're
down.
looking at it and going, oh, that'd look great in my palapa. And they say, it's on wheels. It's free.
Wheel off all the plants.
Exactly. I
Well,
mean,
not all
it's
the
like,
plants, yeah.
it's like,
Wheel it to their car,
and-
take the plants
but
with it.
if it's on wheels, they can actually lock it to one of the signs or something and then unlock it and roll it away. So I can see that working very well. Even at Moss,
Mhm.
if we did, I mean, both racks identical.
Okay, so then what's our next step? Do we need to build something? Do we build it?
Yeah.
Yes, build it. Very.
Don't, I like to build
I can
things.
build things. That's
I
not
know,
my
I like
favorite.
to build things. I
Okay,
think
you
that would be
guys are
easy.
more than welcome to build. You build one, you build the other one.
Okay.
You're in charge of North
Uniform, I'm
Central.
gonna send you a pattern.
No, you send me a pattern, I'll take a look
Okay.
at it. I'm building a cat tower right now. So.
Okay, what?
Jean, you're in charge of the one at North
The thing
Central.
is it would be
One.
cool if we could get one of the
Lynn,
schools
the one
to
that-
actually put together a couple of pallet shelves. Let me see if I can talk to some of the kids that I know that do woodworking, and if they could do it, to talk to their teachers.
Is it gonna be an ongoing thing or just for the spring?
I would do ongoing, yeah. I mean, on the days maybe in the deep winter of Laredo, Texas, we might be closed for a month. But
Maybe a
for
week.
the most part,
For the week, right?
for the week, I mean, you know, for the 2 days that it might get cold here. But yeah, I think that it would work even in the wintertime. And it's only because we have such avid gardeners. I mean, every abuelita here, and I'm starting to be included in the class, which scares me. Every time I look at a tomato, oh, I can grow that. Slice it up, put dirt on it, and it grows.
Yeah.
It's like, it's terrible. And the thing is I want to grow them, but I have no need to grow tomato plants because I don't eat tomatoes. So it's like, I want to grow them because they're beautiful and you see them full of fruit and they're great and everything. And then it's like calling people, can you take a bag of tomatoes? Can you take-"
Grow them and then donate them to the food pantry.
Yeah, well, that's what, except that the food pantries, laziness prevails. It's easier to get it to the neighbors. See?
No, just come in over.
Yeah. Yeah, because, well, I don't do it anymore because of that.
I think it's just
I don't grow them anymore. And I'm getting ready to put in a potato bed because I eat potatoes. So I'm going to put in a potato bed. So I'm working on building that, and I'm using 2x4s and brick. That's all I'm going to use because I want to make it removable. But I'm going to start the process, and I'm going to put my potato bags on top of the bench so I don't have to bend over to pull the potatoes out. So, yeah.
Okay,
experimentation.
so then you're gonna build the one for Moss, I'll build
Yes.
the one for NCP, you'll send me the
The plans.
plans for it, okay? All right. So then, I need a motion to, create take a plant, leave a plant station at North Central Park and at McKendrick or Show Up Salinas. So I have a motion, do I have a second? Second. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We are starting a take a plant, leave a plant program.
Will you be like sending a text or an email to us if you need help building?
Yeah.
You know, we can volunteer as well.
Probably when we get ready to install it, like I would probably do all the cuts and everything, have it ready, and then just go and assemble it at the park. And then we just leave it there for them to chain up and do whatever they need. Cool, okay.
Wait, who made it first? Who made it second?
Virginia.
Virginia first.
I'll make
Second. Okay, the next item is a tree planting at Blas Castañeda for October, I believe.
Wait, pause. Can I see your agenda?
Oh, I'm
Is-
doing- I'm
You're on the
doing March.
by the old agenda.
You're on March agenda.
Because you put the March agenda.
Yeah,
No,
maybe
that-
it's right here.
Wait.
We were wondering where take a plant, leave a plant came from.
I was like, wait,
It's not on the
That's
agenda.
yeah, it's an item for next meeting.
Oh, see?
Okay, I was going here because I saw it.
Yeah. Because behind it, I had my March 6th agenda, right? And then I had March 6th on top of it, so I thought maybe. All right, for the record.
It's one of those days.
Yeah.
The bio
But we
rhythms
went
are
with
off.
it and I liked it.
But it, I mean, I totally agree. I mean, I think that what we just said was very important because we did talk about it last meeting.
We did, yes, and we
Yes.
didn't, it's not on this one to follow up, but we could put it out. We'll put it here.
Okay, so,
Yeah.
but we do need a motion to rescind all this. Yeah, so I need a motion to revisit the item and then a motion to rescind.
Okay, motion.
Motion, second? Second. This is a motion to revisit the items that were just discussed that were not on the agenda.
I like it.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign, motion carries. Now, motion to rescind the action taken that was not on the agenda. Motion.
We needed
Second.
that.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Now, action items for this agenda for April the 3rd is District 5 tree planting. This is the Blas Castañeda one, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, now we have agreed to move it to the first week in December, that's what we were saying? Okay, that's the plan.
You can vote, Jose. It's, John just told me that you're good.
For December?
Oh, no,
For
because you
October?
still need to take you with me. December. Wait, December, for you.
First week in December
First week of December.
for Las Castañedas.
Yes.
Tree
Right.
planting. Yes.
Right, we're good, right? Not
Yes.
October, December.
No, December.
No. Yes, December.
Okay. You keep pointing at me like something's
No,
supposed
no,
to happen to me in
I'm
December.
talking to, I was referencing something to Jose about his approval. He did
Oh.
approve yesterday, but I'm forgetting that he still needs to do his,
Swearing,
yes.
yes.
Okay,
Needs to do
so
the
December, we're good, right?
swearing. December, we're good.
We're fine with that?
We're fine with first week of December, which winds up being,
Like about, yeah.
is it 7th? I thought it'd be,
I like it, it's a good time to plant. It can be
In Laredo, yes.
7th, yes, that's correct.
December 7th.
December 7th it is.
Cool, Labor Day?
Yeah. Let's blow it
Let's
up.
blow it up.
Well, that'll be your team.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, so December 7th for the Blas Castañeda tree planting. All right. All right, so then I need a motion to create a District 5 tree planting on December 7th, 2024 for the Blas Castañeda Park.
I move that we host the Blas Castañeda Park tree planting on December 7th, 2024.
Do I have a second?
Monica. Oh,
Second.
Jaime.
I'm
Okay. So I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Item number, the letter B, number 5B, fundraising. This item is brought to you because, right, fundraising. Why do we have this item? Because we need to do fundraising, right? And I had a conversation with the city manager, assistant city manager, Steve Lundin, and John Porter, where I again reiterated the fact that I did not want to do fundraising if it was going to supplant our budget. The idea is that we would do fundraising to supplement our budget. We don't want them to cut us back. If we raise $50,000, also then we pull back $50,000 from us. And so it should be the other way around. We're starting to do more and more for the city, for the council members, that requires them to do that. Now, I get it that we get a lot of help from parks and solid waste, and environmental, but there are still dollar items that need to be purchased for these events. And so we get it. We'll do our part if they will continue to do their part and then some. So that was the discussion, and they seem to be in agreement. But do we need to create our first fundraiser? Is that what we want to do in this particular meeting, or do we want to start coming up with some ideas? Do we have a fundraising committee, don't we? Did we create one?
I think so.
Look at me.
Well, I know that when we created like the Esperanza committee, I think at some point we just named it to like planning.
Okay. Can we
Fundraising piece.
Can we assign that to the planning committee to plan a fundraiser?
Sure. Well, that's a party, all right.
Okay.
Ruby, what historically, you went to the conference, right, was it
Texas.
America or Texas? No,
Both.
Texas is
M-
and
I
some.
to both, yeah.
Any ideas that came out from maybe others that have been successful in
traditional-
Hispanic serving areas?
Which are traditional runs that people do,
I know McClellan has a running date. That's where their dollars come up. Remember that one, G?
Mhm.
that's what usually mostly what everybody does. The runs.
The runs. And they're cost effective. It's really just getting from the sponsors for water, for spirit drinks.
Well, I mean, those are easily done. Will we get, I mean, what kind of money we're thinking of raising at an event like that? What's
Well, I
historically?
think that we need to have a plan before we start fundraising as to what we want the money for and what we want to, how we want to separate the money. Is it going to be tree only? Is it going to be for purchasing items that come out of the blue? I mean, where you'll have, all of a sudden you need a real fancy porta potty because you're going to have delegates from somewhere like Washington, that kind of stuff, because that
I did a
happens.
bucket.
Again,
Sorry.
I mean, you need to have a plan before you jump into, oh yeah, let's go sell this and let's go sell that, and then you have money coming in and then you're rushing to find a way to spend it. I'd say plan it, understand how much you want to bring in and what you actually want to do with the monies, because it could be at some point in the future we will have to pay somebody contract money to assist with programs and projects that volunteers can't cover. There's a lot of things out there that we're not doing that we should be doing. And I think
Sounds
that
like you would be a great candidate for that committee. I'm all in favor of, I mean, I can see
I mean, I
everybody's
agree.
hands going
I
up
mean,
in
we need to
favor of
just, like,
nominating.
Like if somebody else, oh, well, what are you raising? Like
Exactly.
generally,
And
are
we
we
all
raising
have-
money,
and
or
we
like,
all
oh,
have
do
to
we want
know-
to do something?
we all have to be on the same page. So there needs to be some training. And then too, fundraising takes people who understand how to approach people, what to say to people. Because you can't just go out there and do it blindly.
Do we currently have a donation letter that we send to people asking for donations from people?
Do you have a donation?
I've talked to her
That
about
we-
it.
that
and
we
try-
send,
trying to work on one.
if tomorrow I, ran into somebody who said, hey, I want to donate money to a good cause, where do you think I should send my money? I can send them a letter? Do we have that?
We have donation letters and donation forms
So,
and donation thank yous.
Okay, so if we have all of that, then we're already, part of the way here going towards what we want to do.
Yes.
So,
No, I think with everybody's experience,
so then,
you're gonna cover that learning curve relatively quickly, but not everybody's comfortable with fundraising. Everybody looks at fundraising differently.
true.
And we have over 500 other nonprofits in town. So you want to do fundraising that's impactful, you want to do fundraising that's beneficial, do you want, there's so many ways to look at fundraising. And there's so many ways to look at your volunteers. And not all of them are fundraisers.
Where's the need for now?
Yeah, can we set up I guess our first planning meeting and start talking about what we need, where we want to spend it? I mean, or do we do that as a workshop for us?
I mean, I've worked with Kelby long enough to know that it depends. You may have a plan, like as the executive director or manager, you probably already have a plan of action, but then there's your rotation when situations happen. And so you need to alter. So right now, would another 10,000, 50,000 be a critical area general need? General is whatever emergency comes up, you have the funding to allocate resources. or
First and
funds.
foremost, I would have to first put it in our budget. Because right now, our donation budget line is only set for 20. So if we plan to receive more, I would have to, and why just did budget? And I only put, once again, 20, because based off previous years, we've only collected.
And I wouldn't change that.
Well, Madam Director, do we have a reason to not raise it? Or, I mean, are we getting 20,000 a year already?
No, so that's what I was about to get at. So last year we only raised, I believe it was 8,000. The year before that was only 6,000. Right now we're currently at 12. And the reason that if it's gonna be 20, they separate already those 20 because they know that those 20 are not gonna be there automatically. The checks do get deposited, but those $20,000 need to already be available for me when I want to pull that money out.
It's already appropriated.
Yes, so which is why if I'm saying you need to get 50 with those 50 need to come in. So I told them for this upcoming fiscal year to leave it at 20. I was like, because right now if we're at 12 and I'm expecting another 3 to 5.
Yeah, at this point you can't change the budget.
Yeah, so if it's something, if we do want to say like, hey, you know what, for this fundraising event we want to get 10,000, then that needs to already be before. Yeah.
I'd just say something, but
No.
my mother told me not to say.
So you have a general fund for donations, so you have a line item that specifically, you have a button that you put money into, like I donate, I go to that button, I press, put my credit card information, money goes in, and then it's deposited to a specific account, or does accounting department decide where it goes?
No, it goes
To the KOB.
It goes to
General
trophies, no, to our
There's a line
donations.
item just for
Okay.
Yeah,
Just for
donations
that.
and contributions line item. And then KLB can't pull out money from there. I have to, if I'm gonna use donation money, I have to move it to my reserve account. And for my reserve account, I move it to a line item.
That takes council help. Basically, you take it to council, say you're making this change, and then the council approves the change. That's, in essence, it's part of the budget plan.
It's a process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if it's
So-
something that we are gonna do, then I would need to know we have to have a plan by the end of the year, like that I can put it for next year's budget.
Budget,
Not this upcoming year, but the other.
the next fiscal year.
25, 26, yeah.
What if we get more money during the year?
Yeah.
I mean, potentially there are folks right now who would be willing to give us money. Las Castaneda's group, when we go to do that tree planting, there's going to be people who give us money.
Well, yeah, then that would be already for the next fiscal year.
Right,
But
because
right
it'll be
now-
in December.
Yeah.
But it'll be for 24, 25.
That's right,
Yeah,
because
so it's
when they make the donation, we ask them, make it in October, and then it's already in your next fiscal year.
Yeah.
And that way we don't have to worry about it.
So.
Okay, so then how do y'all want to approach the fundraising mechanism? The planning,
Yeah, you create the plan. We need it.
so then who,
It's,
again,
it's
do we
almost
by
like,
committee,
is there,
do we do
do
this-
we have, as a board, have you all sat down and done a 3 to 5 year plan for the program? everything from budgets
So-
to fundraising to projects to impact in the community and how your environmental impact.
Board director, how did you tackle that?
My board created a plan and we approached it from that specific area, and it was about creating programming because there was none. So we started with implementing programming, and from programming we never did fundraising. And the feel of the club was, or the board at the time was, it's not necessary. You know, we're gonna make it with what we've got. And I did what I was told. Made it with what I had. But the plans are there, and it's, okay, this is what we wanna see. In the beginning, it was all about these huge, massive events with 500, 600 people. And it changed, the board changed how they viewed the big events. It's like you have people that are doing nothing. So why are we doing huge events, feeding 500 people, when we don't need to feed 500 people and we still have 8 tons of trash picked up and it's only 120 people? So the shift became, okay, let's not focus on huge events because they take a lot of planning. Let's focus on smaller events where we make more impact and we hit every community. So that was the planning then. But things change and volunteers change and all of that happens over the years. So as you adjust, you ask those questions of yourself. Okay, are we making impact? What do we see? We talk about the most beautiful Laredo, but what entails the most beautiful Laredo? I mean, I can tell you since I started, my biggest issue was dumpsters. They're ugly and they're not enclosed. They're just there and they're not painted pretty or anything. They're just green blobs or blue blobs or orange blobs. So those are things that you as a board address, or we as a board address, and then we approach it with ordinance, we approach it with cleanups, we approach it with awareness fairs, etc., etc. So it depends on how you as a board want to react. Do you want to plant? Do you want to raise money? Because raising money takes time. And raising money, the hardest part of raising money is that you have to develop good relationships. So everybody needs to build a relationship base because it's all in the ask. If you don't have a relationship,
We did as a board, because we've been asked to fund this.
Oh, so it's already a
Go ahead.
board decision, it's
They
a
would right by right now.
recommendation that the board considers that.
Staff, meaning John and city management, has been,
bless you.
but not Ruby, bless you, has been asking us to consider fundraising as a mechanism to add monies to our budget. Rather
Well, and it's
than,
also a marketing technique. Fundraising doesn't mean we need to go after $50,000, $100,000. Fundraising could be something that's more marketing with leverage to have
Yeah,
$1,000.
if we have a goal of how much we need to fundraise, let's say we don't need, like you said, we're already at 12. We don't need another $10,000. Let's say, well, we're just gonna fundraise that last 8,000. Okay, what can we do to fundraise that? Just from here until the next fiscal year, or whenever you have to submit your budget. And that way we concentrate on that. And then, but we also come with a plan, like Lynn is saying. Okay, we're gonna use this and also test ourselves, because we're all here, oh yeah, let's do this or that, and then not everybody can show up. So, and that comes with volunteers too, right? So I agree with what Lynn said, let's test ourselves with like a small $3,000 fundraiser this year. So let's see how we do. Let's plan and focus on that for next year. Like, let's make a plan for the next 3 or 5 years. Why do we want to fundraise? Who brought it up? Why is there a need? Now we know there's a need. They're asking us to. Okay, let's plan for that for the following fiscal
And we
year.
could do things as simple as, you know, create a public Jamaica and have people come in and do,
Sounds like fun.
yeah, and then everybody does a
So-
booth, and they all pay for their booth,
Let me just-
and that's our fundraiser,
If I
but we
may-
do a booth, the plant walk.
Let me pull you guys back up to helicopter view versus, we're starting getting in the weeds about what we want to do, what we want to do.
Right.
Let's decide, do we do this as a committee? Right? Y'all bring those ideas to us, we kind of vote on the whole deal, or do we do it as a strategic workshop for the entire board? And I like the idea of doing a 3 to 5 year plan. Love the idea of us coming up with all of it as a board, but that's just me. How does the board feel about having a workshop that does specifically those 2 items, which is 1, create a plan for 3 to 5 years that includes fundraising and some mechanisms that.
I'm for the workshop, because sustainability and continuity and consistency are all based on your plan. So,
Anybody else? Agreed?
Yes, I agree with the workshop because if you just assign it to the planning committee, what if they're not here? The new people that when they're not here might not want to do that, so just everyone to participate.
And like how,
Bridget, Mike,
Virginia?
Myra, I'm sorry,
Myra.
I blanked out, I'm sorry, Myra is saying, I forgot what to say. Sorry, what you said about, what'd you say? I was thinking
I know, I was going, I don't remember either.
Oh, a marketing thing.
It's a market.
It could be, hey, we're gonna fundraise, and how are we gonna benefit not just the fundraising, but like, hey, we're searching for more volunteers. And these are the kind of events that we're looking to plan. And if you're interested, and we've formed those kind of,
And it's
you
a
know, get
developed
that
message.
information
It's a
and-
developed message. Everybody's on the same page, everybody knows. So then whenever somebody says, so what's the big deal about the run? We're having a run. Well, the big deal is, do you know North Central Park has been here for 22 years, and Redbud Lane is the lane we're gonna run down, and it started way back when with volunteers just like you. And now our volunteers that planted these trees are gonna run amongst them. I mean, just something super simple.
So
Just-
pull you back up. I would entertain as your chair, a motion to create a workshop. So does anybody want to make that motion?
I move that we host a workshop for our board members.
Do I have a second? And I have a second. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed, same sign. Now can we get a date for a workshop? Miss Miranda.
And that workshop, can I include other workshops that you all can really benefit from?
Whatever you think would be beneficial at a workshop. And I would recommend probably a Saturday morning workshop, just so that everybody can carve out some time to be here and spend, a couple hours, 2-3 hours, maybe longer, depending.
Some workshops that are also available for you guys are online, just for board in general.
Sure. You can recommend those at the
links,
workshop.
yeah, those links. you know,
Calendar,
to-
let's see. Workshop, Saturdays. Could be. Okay. You getting sworn in?
Saturday's a tricky one, Gene.
Well, what's a good day for it? Do you want to do it in the evening, late, run it late into the night?
We can't do Earth Day.
Yeah, we have Earth Day and
We
another
can't do
one.
that Saturday.
Well, no, I was gonna say, my weekends are booked until June. It's like I've got every weekend booked until June.
Well, I mean, again, it's not gonna kill us to not have it in June or July, because it's not gonna be for this particular budget cycle, so we have some time. But I'd like to go ahead and set that date so that people can start committing to it. So if not May, if you're booked till June, here comes July, people are on vacation.
What's the deadline? Oh,
And we have
your budget, October or August?
September
No,
30th
it's,
is last
it won't be until
Okay.
next year, January.
Yeah, no.
When they start planning for next year's budget, which is
So
when
we will
meet.
need to have an
Right,
idea
before.
before October.
Right.
Okay.
It would be best to do it before October. I would say maybe the first weekend after school starts, after
August
school starts.
20
In August?
In August,
Fourth?
yeah, for the workshop. Everybody's back from vacation, everybody's starting the new year, kind
Is
of,
that, too close for budget?
no,
Budget's already sent.
done,
No,
budget's
for the
done.
new.
No, it's in time because
It's in
budget
time.
doesn't start until January.
Yeah, in around January is when they start.
asking for numbers.
Yes.
Yeah, they
Asking for
start sitting me
numbers and
down and
stuff.
say, Ruby, what are you doing?
Cut back 2%.
So,
Let me be.
I want to say that the long weekend, so I don't want to do it on the long weekend, would be Labor Day weekend, September.
Oh no, that's my birthday, can't do it.
Right, so
That's
31st.
not good weekend.
So I'm thinking the following weekend, the 7th. That's okay.
No, my birthday's on the 6th. We
Yeah,
can't do
that's a
that.
bad weekend.
Saturday
When's your
surprise.
birthday?
On the 6th.
My boyfriend's on the 5th.
That's a really bad weekend, Jane.
Yeah.
Let me see, wait.
20.
What happened to August?
I know.
Well, if you want to do the 31st, that's the weekend of
Labor Day.
Right. So
Yeah,
you have to do
so
the
that's
week before,
that.
the 24th.
Yeah.
Can we do the 24th?
24th. Yeah.
24/17 looks good.
24th of August. First day of school, I think is going to be,
I don't know, they keep moving it up.
I know.
on the
Right,
24th
for the doors, yeah.
Which
of
one?
August.
Okay.
And for 2017, for, we have all the student athletes and international.
Not August 3rd. No, still vacations.
Yeah.
People are wrapping up their vacations.
I'm
Can
on
we
vacation that week.
Yeah, I was
This is
gonna
my
say,
daughter's
that's,
birthday.
I have-
yeah,
and I
that's
think
right
I'm gonna
before
have-
school.
So that's the week I always take off right
Can I
before
make a
school starts.
suggestion?
That's fine.
We usually have shorter meetings in the summer. Can we bring in your meeting a little bit earlier and then
Maybe
do the
another
workshop?
workshop, that would be all right too.
No, it's gonna take hours. Like,
Well, it's gonna take- I mean, it's going to take at least 4 hours.
I don't think it's something
Start
that-
early.
I don't think it will be
and finish
productive.
at
if we get here
7.
like at, even if we got here like at 4:30, we'd still be here till 9, like.
No, I
Is
would
that
come here
okay?
like 3 o'clock.
Yeah, I stayed
about
with you
7.
guys sometimes tonight. What do you mean?
I don't
Night's
know.
Sounds good.
perfect for me.
The
Sounds
party
like another board
starts,
meeting.
the party starts at 9.
I still think a Saturday morning is better.
I agree. I think a Saturday morning
Yeah.
is better, but
It is.
Wait,
Okay,
let's
so then
let's make it our
it's-
calendar, let's figure if we have something.
can we do September 14th?
It's hard for me to take a big makeup like that.
Yeah.
Plus you're like
No, so
at
she's
work all
busy.
day and then to
No,
come.
I mean,
Yeah,
no,
just
it's
gonna
not.
try and
Yeah.
disconnect and then
Obviously,
reconnect.
so
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he's saying September
14th.
14th.
Oh, yeah, that sounds good. I guess. Don't work
Okay,
it.
September 14th.
September 14th.
Okay,
It's gonna
so
remind me.
Yeah,
September 14th,
And go up like 9.
Guys, we're gonna be really busy
9?
because
Or
we
8:30.
have our,
That weekend?
we're working on awards at that time. Just so
Ah,
you know.
do we have a answer?
Yes.
So, I mean, but you guys are
Bring
doing
us a
okay.
workshop. We can add whatever people sort of,
Is there a reason why we're
Why
not doing
don't
it like
we do it
earlier, like in
same-
May or June?
Why don't we just go, doodle it?
June, my concern
Yeah,
with
you
June is
don't-
if people are starting to take vacations and.
I'm hoping by
Yeah.
September you guys can bring me more board members, so let's do it then.
How are you
Agreed.
I'm just the board president. I need a motion. Sit here and do
We
nothing.
you're missing.
I move that we host a board workshop on September 14th, 2024.
I have a motion for September 14th, 2024, 9 o'clock,
9 a.m.
as amended, 9 o'clock. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
We have a second.
Let's put it in stone.
Yes.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We will have our workshop.
Monica was my
Is this our
second.
first
Yes.
My
ever?
first.
Me.
Is this our first ever workshop
No, you've
Strategic
had a
plan?
workshop before.
for strategic planning?
Not for strategic.
It was for the,
Wait, I have
First one.
The bylaws or something.
Those four, that you have the four. Okay, good, awesome. All right, staff reports, non-action items. First item is the affiliate activity report. Let's roll, Mr. Nanda.
Okay, let's get our affiliate activity report. See, I thought I got organized. Where did I leave it?
One Andy's.
Oh,
I have an extra one.
I got it. Thank you. Make sure. Okay. I'll let y'all go over it. If you guys have any questions, ask me. I'm gonna hit major points that aren't on my.
Question. Did you get the invite about the Zacatec Creek?
I did.
Was it in this month? Or in May?
It was like a suggestion. It was more. It was. They were more. No, there was. We'll talk about it.
Oh.
Was there a Zacate Creek event on this? Or they wanted us to be at and we didn't go? Because I know they had one at the last minute for the RMA. So they asked us to-
Trisha's doing something with Coca-Cola. Trisha is doing something with Coca-Cola. They're gonna put a detention, what do you call it? A floatable device in the river.
Aeration,
Like the floatable device for.
aerating the water.
No,
No, for the
it's
trash.
a trash. It's like a trap.
The floatable, like.
Oh, to collect trash?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So they're adding a thing and they said, oh, by the way, we're gonna be here this day. If y'all wanna come, we'll also be picking up trash.
So that's already happened or is in future?
It already happened. John went in representation of us.
Okay.
Because it was more like if you want to type of thing, then like, hey, partner
not
with us.
this month? It wasn't this month?
No, they had.
Well, I know they had something in that neighborhood
Yeah.
thing.
No, it was, I don't even remember because it was the same day I had a big event meeting. And that's why I told John, can you go? He said, yeah, don't worry, I got you.
I thought it was coming up in April.
I was gonna say, was it a press conference maybe, and the event
No.
itself is in April?
No, it was like we're gonna do
What?
this and you want to go.
It's off the agenda, so let's move forward.
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
I was looking at the upcoming events and I thought it was in April. I'm sorry.
No
you're good.
worries.
Okay,
I do have a question about
What's
that.
up?
So Adopt the Highway, I see it's not on our agenda, but that's like in a couple weeks.
I kept forgetting.
April
Like,
27th. It's
We
very
can't
hard.
seven, right?
yeah, it's trash off, so we have to do it.
But April 27th is not on the agenda. Or not on the agenda, but it's on the
It's on
activity
the
report.
report,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's one of those that we have to do because it's for trash off and we kept putting it aside, and this one has to happen. But let me jump up to March 8th. No, not March 8th. Yes, March 11th, sorry. March 11th, Mr. Belmontes met with LECF about some grant monies that we have. And you wanted to do something with that, right? You were gonna bring it up to the board.
Right, so with LACF, Laredo Area Community Foundation, has a grant that was given to us several years back that we've never kind of taken. And so it has grown a little bit, it's got some money in it. The total amount was,
About $3,200.
and the thought was, Tina Settle, president of the board, asked us if we wanted to take a lump sum check and figure out a way to get that done, or if we really wanted to continue to add funds to it and create an endowment. Now the endowment, if we were to put money in that endowment, we probably, this board and several boards in the future, would probably never see any of that money come to us. But at some point, it would have enough money where the interest from that can be given to the organization annually for us to use as needed. Part of the fundraising mechanisms that we're talking about, one of the reasons I talked to Steve and John about it at that particular meeting was then if we were tasked with that, I'd like to see some of that money coming from our fundraising and go into this endowment to keep growing it to a point where at some point they are.
Would it be
Self-sustaining.
sustainable? Like,
That-
would it sustain
It's-
itself and then we
Yes.
could take money out of it?
Yes.
Yeah, right, and the principle of it would just continue to grow, and we would take a portion of the interest every year as another funding mechanism for
That
us.
was started with an Eagle Scout project with Tina's son, Alex. That's when it started. That's the history behind that
So,
donation.
so that money's now sat there quietly for the last couple of years. COVID came and
It was before.
yeah, well, COVID came and they never made the distribution. There was supposed to be something. It was part of the Jefferson Award. I think that's how we wound up getting it. So the question for the board is, do we want to take a lump sum distribution or do we want to create the endowment? My personal opinion, just from some of the other endowments that are there, that it would be a nice thing for us to be able to do. It's probably going to play big dividends 10 years from now. Won't do it this year or the next year, but 10 years from now, it could be a sustaining mechanism for the board. Even more so as the city looks to maybe someday cover funding, I'd love to be able to count on somebody to at least generate annually for us to have something. So, that was what came out of that particular meeting. Endowments work well, and there's nothing out there that says that we can't ask for more money for our endowment to help build it up. That could be one of the fundraising things. We would go back to the LACF and others and say, put money in our endowment fund.
Now, and for those of you that have not worked with endowments, the percentile of return, it depends on the amount that is in there. So, and to be able to get a generous amount back, you need to have in the millions.
No,
Not necessarily.
no,
We have
no.
millions, and the return
Well,
is very
It is based on the amount of money you have in there. It's based on how well the stock market's doing.
Mhm.
It's based on how well annuities are doing. It's based on a lot of different factors, the financial backup for that. So it's not based on one factor, it's based on multiple factors.
Correct.
But the idea is it's money you don't, my opinion would be leave it there because it's money we haven't needed and we haven't had the desire to obviously go and remove it, mainly because nobody knew it was there. But that's the best part about money that you save. You don't know it's there. So somewhere in the future, and this is going back to sustainability in the strategic plan, we need to figure out an avenue to become sustainable without city help if necessary. And if that's the case, this is the perfect way to do it. It's a great vehicle. Again, it helps to be involved. It helps when the board itself is involved in multiple areas in the community so you know what's going on. The LACF is a very unique organization, and we're blessed that the Houston Endowment helped start it. So we really should consider participating to the benefit of the program.
I like the idea of creating something that I personally may not ever get to see. It was the basis for building North Central Park. I kind of felt like there was so much of it that was going to come so many years down the road. I think that this is a good thing for us to do. Somebody's already given us some money and we've got a little bit of a head start, so I'd like to think that this is what the direction we ought to go in, but I leave it up to the board.
It's a non-actual item, right?
It's a non-action item, but in talking to the city, they like the idea as well. The administration was at the meeting as well, and they concur. But I did tell them that it's not fair for administration to make that decision. It's not fair for me to make that decision, and I want to take it back to my board and let my board make that decision. So we
So
wanted
do we
to have
have
this.
to put it on the agenda for, as an actionable item?
Correct.
Yes, the next
So for the next meeting, But I wanted to report back what had happened at that particular meeting and what was said and how much money was available to us and what everybody's thoughts were. Because we covered two other items that Wayne had you on me. One, the fact that you can't take donations via Venmo, PayPal. and then just this issue about us fundraising and it being made to supplement our budget instead of, I mean, they wanted to supplant and said that's not fair.
Because of that meeting, I did get a call from somebody named Victor and somebody named Ruby about donations.
Sure, Ruby.
Yeah.
Did they donate to give us money?
No, for like to set up something for donations and their suggestions, and it would have to be through a third party and we would have to pay them 1%. And I don't like that because if we're getting
Why?
yeah, if we're getting let's say only $500 and then we're losing 100% of it.
Well,
It's
why can't, I mean, again,
Why-
it's a discussion that's off the agenda. But at that particular meeting, the issue was raised that we have not been able to take in donations quickly or even have membership dues paid quickly because they don't have a mechanism for.
They're not
Venmo,
being
PayPal.
effective.
Right.
That's the
Or
bottom line.
Cash App or one of the others. And
Zelle.
Zelle, I mean, there's gotta be a mechanism for them to be able to do that, whichever one it is. But that said, that would have to be a board item. City council would have to be approve that. That's a service that comes to us, so the answer would be no, if I had my druthers. But again, I'll leave that to the board. So, for the next meeting, I'd like to have us bring back this item of the endowment, to continue with the endowment versus taking a lump sum payment. Again, decision by the board, let you all have a say in it. I didn't think it was fair for the city to just say, no, you need to take the money. I said, well, that's not a decision I want to make, the board to make that decision. Okay, so the next item on our deal is our, oh, did you finish your,
No, I just wanted to touch base on our
okay.
activities for the month. On that one, we did submit our annual report, which we ended up getting Gold Star again. They'll send us our info later, but that's just our confirmation that we got Gold Star. Once again, really good. We submitted a Beautify Texas Award grant for Outstanding Project of the Year Award. That was submitted on the 22nd. They haven't let me know.
Done.
Yeah, they're not.
Didn't make an
listed
announcement
yet.
yet, okay.
Yeah, and then part of that too, just because it's part of the activities. But we didn't get the GCA. We don't know our results till May.
So, man,
Yeah, but the funny part is that last year we were able to see who got like second place and third place. This time they didn't
They
email
only-
us that stuff. Because when they emailed the winners, they also emailed, oh, like other winners here, and we didn't get that. I just got the sorry, but no email. And then for upcoming events and trainings and etc., we do have our Adopt a Highway, which is also considered our trash off that we must do in April. So please put April 27th on your calendar. I don't know which side I want to do, but once I figure out what side we're gonna do,
We're supposed to do the side on the side of Stone.
it's because I sent the guys this last time to do it by themselves, because it was like early to get one out of the way, and they did that side. So I'm
Oh, so
guessing
then it
we
would be
have
the
to
other
do
side.
this side.
Where is it gonna be?
Our Adopt a Highway,
In front of the landfill.
yes,
Okay.
the 27th. And we'll probably meet at the landfill. No, I'll let you guys know where we'll meet.
because I think I wanna do that side again.
Oh crap, I may be out of town.
That's okay. I hope the guys will join us as well. So, whoever can, if you could please join us for our Adopt a Highway trash off. Okay, and then now we're gonna go more into detail. Membership fee dues, please, I know it's really hard with not having Venmo and all that great stuff, but unfortunately, there's still a lot of.
So go to Chicken Ends real quick and get a money order.
I mean, tell you, man. Just give Ruby $50, she'll get a money order for you.
New makeup, new hairstyle, new nails.
Next on, there's the LMT Reader's Choice Awards, and I'll pass it down to you all. We did end up getting 4 categories
How
on
many
that.
How many did we put ourselves into?
4.
There you go.
We got all 4.
Got all 4.
I did purchase us, it's on that email, if you read, it says only one person per category is able to buy the Premier package from 4 different packages that they have. So I got Premier package for that in order for them to promote it. So while during nomination round, that would be in April, late April.
Starts April 27th.
27th, okay, till May.
So that's when the
just-
voting opens up.
Yeah,
Same rules. I can vote several times a day with my.
50 email accounts, please.
You got
Every
it.
day, every 5 minutes, I'll send y'all that friendly email when I'm relaxing to remind y'all to vote. The vote status, thank you.
That's,
We got vote status again, really good, guys. All of our hard work. So and then we're passing around the LMT, right? Next is big event. I'm gonna pass this one down too, trying to save paper. On the amount of volunteers, I don't know. I haven't really contacted them yet to figure out, because I know they had over 500, but some volunteers did go to another location. So how many volunteers were at?
It was reduced
Okay.
50, reduced 50 from the list. 650 students.
475 then. So we did 475 volunteers, and this is the amount of trash, mixed trash, and appliances that were picked up on there. With big events, this is also provided. I need to double check it, but these were expenses that were made that day, and who purchased what. I just need to double check some stuff. It's about a rough cost estimate on big event.
I have the results for the litter survey.
Okay, cool. I'm sure I don't lose them. I'm sure cleaning my desk today, I promise. Oh, I didn't put, oh, yeah, I did put.
that's the trying to figure out what dragon fruit color is.
What?
What the dragon fruit color is.
What is the dragon fruit color?
I don't know. You got paint from parks in the green area. It's kind of it's a dragon fruit.
Oh, okay,
Growing up,
yes.
my crayons had like 12 colors in them. That's it. Somebody came up with a 64 color one. I was amazed that they had 64 colors. So now it's dragon fruit. What color is dragon
The
fruit?
councilwoman
Sorry.
wanted us to paint some bollards a certain color, those at one
And
of,
that's dragon
at all the parks near the Lafayette Bridge, they're getting
Kind of orange red.
those colors to match the bridge that's, currently being worked on. So that was a special paint that was purchased for that day. I didn't even know that was on there.
Yes. Sorry.
I said I hadn't even had a chance to go over it, but Yes.
The things I drill down to, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Just trying to figure out what those colors were. I should know better. My kids were all artists.
I need to check. I need to double check it, but that's just a rough estimate.
Okay.
We'll sit down later with Monica and Gloria and go through actual receipts.
I'll get you the final copy because we had, it may be just for 100 pages.
Okay. Yeah, because Embra's 25 plus. So, yeah. So it's a rough. And I know I haven't followed back with her on that specifically. We haven't done our final wrap up. So I like the amount of tires. We feel like it looks really good. That was one thing that the guys were really proud of.
How many tires?
133.
Oh. Start my own tire shop with that. Wow. 23 tires.
So that's a big event. Any questions on big event? Anybody that was there? Any ideas, concerns?
I think it went a lot smoother. I don't know if this is my second big event. I think it went a lot smoother than the first one.
Yes, I did.
I felt it was a little more organized for it being such a huge space that we did.
Yeah. Did run out of ice though. We had to buy ice at like some random house. Yeah, it was funny. And it's funny because I had seen it. We were checking, somebody needed something, went, and then I saw this house. I was like, really interested. And then an hour later, where's that house? Where's the house with the ice? Because we
Was
were
it like a little mom and pop shop or?
No, it was a house. Like it wasn't even like a little tiendita. No, like it was just a house, like bags of ice, $2.50. I was like, okay, let's do, like, and luckily I had seen it because
He knows what his neighbors need.
Exactly.
Hey.
That's a business
Yeah.
plan.
Yeah.
I do, to add to that, that last house that had the two houses, the owner has a churro carrito, and so cart, and she pulled it out and started making churros for the students and the staff. As an appreciation for staying and using that second house. So I was, again, and we took pictures and everything, and so people
think
started,
the
the students
only-
actually want to bring her to campus to sell for events, so.
The only
But I'll have to bring it to-
comment that I heard twice was something about like how they went to the houses to clean, that the residents wanted them to like go into the homes, and they're like, oh, I don't know, we can go in. So that's the only like chatter that I heard on the radios.
No, I would always
Silence of the
strongly
lambs,
not.
that's all I think
Yeah.
of. So,
Yeah.
no.
No, that's a big
And then
no.
they, yeah, and like they did the right thing. They're like, no, we can't do that, or like, no, call parks, you know, call somebody, like call an adult, basically.
Yeah, call a grown up.
Yeah.
Call somebody who can get in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that really scared me. You don't know what, them going in there, no. Safety reasons,
We
no.
had another project going on with City of Laredo Fire Department and Red Cross, and students were going into the house
yeah.
to put them in. So yeah, there was some experiences. And from our perspective, when we were planning with them, we're like, you all have safeguards because we don't know what we're going to find. And we've done projects like that where it's weapons, drugs. We've experienced it all.
One time we had guns, that time at Ice Stutter Park. We had
Oh, I
two different
remember.
sites where we had guns. We had to call the cops. There was a homeless guy in a burned out house that had weapons. And you're
So,
like,
yeah, with the things that people don't talk about when it
Yeah,
plan
it's scary.
going into projects.
Yeah, I wouldn't go in.
yeah, no.
Big no. All right, so next, Earth Day.
Earth Day.
Woohoo! So excited for Earth Day, guys. So many beautiful things happening on Earth Day. Those of you, I think I already put you down for those of you that had mentioned that you would be assisting. There's only one person on there that I just don't have you there, Monica. I don't know if you had. I'm sure it was a yes, but
Yes, I had 8 trees.
oh, I did put you. Okay. Who was it? Somebody I didn't put you.
It's on April
Virginia,
13th.
you're 13th.
Yeah, I'm gonna be out of town.
Okay, yeah, you're the one I didn't put on there. Okay. Okay, so those of you that I know for sure will be there, have you on there except for I know Graciela wasn't able to make it, so go ahead and take a look at the map. With
Where
your
do you
assigned
where do you want
station.
me with the ladybugs?
So I'm gonna go through the whole process right now on
Okay.
what's gonna end up happening, because there's some things that we have to change around. Oh, and I don't have the plaque with me. Okay, so quick recap on Earth Day, we'll be doing a total of 139 trees. Litter pickup, and we'll be painting some amenities. We will have our tree sponsorship wall that is coming out amazing. And we're adding epoxy on it, so it won't just be cement. So the guys should get started on epoxy on Friday, and it's gonna have epoxy on the ground as well, so it can stand out. It's looking really nice. And besides that, we'll also be having our wildflower field. And if you guys look at this down here, we'll be putting up this wildflower sign, just letting everybody know that, you know, these are our wildflowers. It isn't grass that we haven't cut. They're there for a purpose. This up here is so far the banner that we'll have that day. These are our, what I would consider our big donors, 500 and above donors for that, sponsors for this event at this moment. Let me see. Okay. Well, besides all the nice stuff that will be going on, we'll also be having some educational booths. And I'm gonna go down the line. The councilwoman will be there. Oh, before I do the booths, let's talk about the wildflowers and the ladybugs. So we'll be releasing ladybugs at 7:30. So it'd be nice if y'all could be there by 7:30. And it has to be done at that time.
No.
But no, this is why it has to be done at that time. The fact of the amount of volunteers that we're going to be having, and the amount of people that have been calling us and organizations that are going to be there that day, we cannot do it with the whole big group at once. It's not going to happen. As much as I wanted it to be all at once, throw the seeds, release the ladybugs, it's not going to happen. And have group like companies that are taking 50, 60, and we're going to be too busy to have it. So the goal is to do it more of an intimate with, you know, us and Rotary. At 7:30, we'll release those ladybugs, head to our check-in area, start checking in our volunteers. As volunteers are checking in, we will be giving them their seeds, and they'll go and throw the seeds to the wildflower field. Feather will help escort them, or anybody else that day that can help me also escort them to the field to release that, and then come back so they can be distributed to their team leaders in order to get started. And the reason the check-in might take a little bit longer is that we'll also be giving them each bracelets to fill out with their emergency contact, but the main purpose of those bracelets are for two things. We'll be raffling out some plants and for food, because on Arbor Day we ran out of food. So we want to make sure that there's enough food for everybody, and the people that are getting food are our volunteers. Food was donated by Buffalo Wild Wings. They're donating for 200 people. And then I didn't think that was enough. So Concentrics, since they're not able to do a donation because they use PayPal, they asked, how can we donate? And I said, look, I still need more food. I'm going to get a quote. Could you pay for this food? And they said yes. So Concentrics would be buying $500 worth of food from Buffalo Wild Wings, since we're already picking up food there. And then the councilwoman is still buying a little bit more food, another 40, it's about $200 more worth of food, just in case, because my fear right now is the food and the amount of people that I've been volunteering, since we are that wanna volunteer. We're at 135, but it happened last time where we had, groups of like teachers, so like, oh, here's our waiver and my 15 kids, you know, and, I don't want that to happen to us again. So
Cool.
that's the plan for that.
It's a nice problem to have when you have volunteers.
Yeah, it's a nice one, and I want to make sure that everybody's being taken care of. So that's how we're gonna tackle that one.
That's our fundraiser right there. During all these events, you have your head mowed
Yeah,
and donate while you're here.
yeah. So back to the booths. So the councilwoman will be there with her booth. The Rotary will be there with their people. We have Planet Dental doing a fun activity. We have Coca-Cola doing their educational activity. We will have a tent we'll be talking about bees and giving out these cute little wildflowers.
There's seats?
Uh-huh.
It's, you know,
Zinnias, sorry, they're zinnias.
Just
Sorry, they're
seats?
zinnias, not wildflowers.
these are wildflowers, but the small ones, those are giants.
Yeah, these are beautiful.
So they're like this tall.
So we'll be giving out these zinnias, wildflowers, but they're zinnias, and the Boys and Girls Club will be there, and
Are we planting all these flowers or dropping all these seeds?
some, yeah, we'll have some of
You
them,
do.
because there's something there that I didn't see.
I
But
threw
these
some on
are-
my lawn and
Well, because they don't grow grass.
I, no, it's a,
Because you mow grass.
no, but it was a section that was just all dirt and I'm gonna put new grass down, but I told her,
Until then.
until then, I missed my window, let me just clean it all up and I can throw.
Those of
Pretty, once it
you
blooms.
in stations, do you have any questions? Jaime, you're with Tweety, because I know there's another Jaime on there, but that's environmental Jaime, okay? You're with Tweety. Priscilla, I put you there because they're small trees.
Okay.
Okay, they're 10, but they're small trees, but your and your team's goal is to, once you're done, go and make sure that all the other trees are planted correctly. Okay? And I'll have another group go and verify as well. It'll probably be Victor's guys, but yes. I had told Andy 8, but actually it'd be good if y'all could be there by 7:30 so we could do the Ladybugs release together. Last time we finished really fast, but if you do finish and you're in a tree group, go help paint. Because it always happens that nobody wants to, it happened last time, nobody wanted to paint, everybody wanted to plant trees. So if you're done, well, not you, but everybody else, go help paint. There's some stuff that we saw, and then when we went in with Rotary, Rosita also mentioned some other things that she saw that she was hoping that we can get done. And we have the supplies to get it done. And then the last thing that I was gonna ask from you all is this. Try to please get a tree sponsor, please. This is what we have so far in Earth Day donations. It's $5,969. Thank you, Jaime. Jaime is from Cindy Electronics. They already did, you want to pass it down? I don't think we gave anybody else. I think those are like a pass down. We did get everybody, no, we didn't get everyone else. So that's what we have so far in tree sponsorships and other stuff. Oh, the tree wall, no, we're passing it down. The tree wall is going to be a 7x7 wall. It's going to be really nice. I'm really excited for it. And right in front of it, we'll have the wildflower field that's going to complement it really well.
So the city council rep is not sponsoring trees at this site?
No, she is doing the irrigation and the 170 on the extra food.
Is there a limit on the amount of people, or the amount of sponsors that live on it?
No, right now we have very little, so we need a lot more. I was gonna pass down, I'll give it to you guys. I will. I'm trying to find something that I want. Oh, and this is, I just make sure I get this one back. This is our, how much we're spending on trees. I'll have you all take a look at that. The white line is KLB, the green line is parks, and the blue is environmental.
Emphasis on the mental. Emphasis on the mental.
Oh, so our sponsors are getting really nice stuff besides their plaque. This is an example. I had an actual plaque, but I gave it for them to give it to the council, and I'll pass this one this way. For example, Cindy's, well, they'll get their tree plaque, they'll get a chloroplast sign there that day, their business promo on social media, and then our next KLB t-shirt, they get a spot automatically on there. LGA Engineering were the ones that are donating the ladybugs for this event.
LJA.
LGA. Oh. I forgot the A.
Yeah, LJA. That's it. Looks
So,
like they're just in those cats.
so yeah, this event's getting a lot of, and we keep getting calls every day for this, so it's a lot of people. Yeah, it's a good thing. Just how do we feel? And which originally we were only gonna do 122 trees, and then I sat down with Victor yesterday. I was like, Victor, we need more trees. We need more trees for all these volunteers, and which is why we added another 17 on there. But instructions say dusk or dawn.
Just telling you. They come because in the morning they're sleepy. They don't fly. They're waking
They
up.
don't fly.
Yes, it is important that they fly because they'll get crushed.
I want them to stay there. We're putting some flowers on there.
They stay in their room.
Well, last time they do leave. They fly away.
But they go to trees. They don't leave. They stay in the area they're released.
I don't want them to
They're like,
leave.
I
want them to stay
They
with
take
the
off
grass.
right away.
When they're from years of experience, when you release them, when they start to land on people, because they take off, when they start to land on people freak out and they start doing judo. They're jumping around, and when they're jumping around, they're stepping on them.
It's gonna be too chaotic.
I think that it'll be when we do it, would be a good enough time that they can settle before people actually start to get there.
Yeah, 7:30 is good because we're not gonna actually start till.
Because we won't start till like 9.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, yeah. Anything after it's gonna be the food part. It's gonna be chaos. Because
I'm going to tell you what I really think, because it's important. This isn't about the ladybugs. This isn't about us. This is about the kids. They get to experience nature. You're taking that away from them. The kids enjoy this. The kids are the ones that will remember it and continue to want to do it. It's not about us.
We can have worms for them at our tent.
We can capture a rabbit squirrel.
It goes back. Remember your event at Troutman Park. The butterflies are going to be dead.
I think it's just too big of an
They
event
weren't.
to have everybody at once. What we could also do is that we could save a little bit amount of ladybugs and say, hey, give them to the little ones if they want to
Yes.
release them themselves. We can save some.
That's the idea. You give everybody ladybugs. If they're planting a tree, the people that are planting trees, you walk by, you say, here's some ladybugs, let them go on the tree. The people planting the trees take the ladybugs
We don't have
and
enough.
release.
We don't have enough because everybody was sold out.
How many do you have?
It's they're like in a little box. They're maybe how many did we order? I don't remember. It's 3,000, 6,000, right? It's 3,000. Yeah, or 6,000. I don't know. We spent like 170 some. Yeah.
3,000 for 170?
I don't remember. No, I didn't. No me acuerdo. No me acuerdo, but they're not a lot. We weren't able to get the gallon as we had wanted because of the fact that everybody was sold out. And the amount of time, and the amount of time that we had to order them, we didn't have enough time. It wasn't gonna, we weren't gonna have what we wanted. Yeah, ladybugs are sold out, right, Gloria?
No, I know you have to get, I told you, you have to get them early. And then the shipping and all of that, there's all that goes into it.
Correct, so. And I didn't even think they turned them into me the correct way. They weren't fresh. Yeah, it was crushed, it was.
The what, the ladybugs?
Yeah. Last time when I ordered some, they came differently packaged. These were like, they didn't do good. So I'm hoping they're all still alive by next week.
You already ordered them?
They delivered them already, yes.
You already have them?
Oh,
Yeah. So we're doing it at 7:30.
they're not, be there or be square.
So are we gonna,
Monday.
yeah, so they're already purchased to have them and
They're, yeah.
next item?
No,
the
they should be good. They have food.
The June 8th cleanup?
Yes, so, no, tree sponsorship, oh yeah, I was turning out a piece, tree sponsorship. And then June 8th cleanup, that is coming from the higher ups, KTV.
Those higher ups. What do they want? Well, they could have given us a
We'll be doing a cleanup,
award.
and here it is, we'll be doing a cleanup with Coca-Cola on June 8th.
Where?
I think, I know Laura had suggested a lake or near water.
You know,
But
but
there's
really,
gonna be
really
something-
early.
Yeah, but there's gonna be something at the lake already for that specific day. So I'm thinking we should start really early, 7:30, and I wanna do creek.
Do Chapon, do Meadow Street going to the back cave or the back bridge. So you go down Meadow, say from Corpus Christi or from the bridge, say Cortez Street, and you go all the way down to the back cave or the back park, and you take that right to the trail and clean the creek up from that point on, and then travel to the back cave up into the Rotary Park.
That was a suggestion,
Could we just like after?
or no, because we're always there. I wanna do a District 2. The goal is to hit up a District 2 or a District 4 area. And I think it would have to be District 2. Because there's this other park they were mentioning to me that's pretty bad.
Did you work with community development? So they want that information? Did you cookie, you know, like some they have?
No,
or-
not that type of bad, like trash bad.
No, because like Meadow's filthy. I mean, that street going down to that turnoff into the Chacon.
Well, is that by
It's
the
filthy.
Benavides one? Is that
No.
there's a Benavides baseball?
No, that's totally far from that. This
That was
is way
the other
before.
suggested location.
That's a filthy area too. It's a good area, it's filthy.
I just needed to check what district that was, but the
I wouldn't say that's one.
That one on Meadow by Cortez is 2.
Yeah.
That's for my sister.
Yeah, it's and it's weird because it's the car traffic that causes all that trash. But it blows up against all those fences, so it's really just, I always wonder, why don't the people who live there pick it up? But then I tell myself, well, I mean, they feel like they didn't make it.
No, the same thing, the
It's all
bridge, the
there.
bridge under Independence Park,
Mhm.
it's also very,
Yes,
we
it's
walk
very-
through
it
there,
is.
and there's a lot of trash, you can tell it's from the cars.
Yes, it's from the cars, and that's
And
another good
bottles
area
and
to clean
stuff.
too.
Well, I'll leave it up to you, we'll get together, we'll figure out what area we wanna
And
tackle.
maybe just drive it, and with your vision, be able to tell this place needs it more than that place, or vice versa. You may have two groups. You could do two
So
groups.
I don't know how many groups you all are planning, cause it's gonna be, or how many you all are gonna be,
I'm
but,
trying to
but it'll
convince
it'll be
everybody.
just us and them, I don't think we're gonna do anything big, just keep it intimate, just us. Is that fine? Or were y'all wanting something?
No, I mean, it's to benefit KLB, so I'm trying to grab as much employee volunteers I can to make it a
Yeah.
big one.
We can,
But-
yeah. Timothy says, we'll sit down, we'll figure it out.
I mean, I've been through
Thursday.
the bat park,
Yeah.
and it's, cause we do the
That's-
bike trail,
right.
and it's pretty bad,
Yeah,
so.
that's why in that area, it really needs to be promoted because it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful.
And not a lot of people know
And
about
the-
the park.
And that area,
The
one
bike
time,
trail.
that area right there, when you go into the park, where where the bat is, that area came out on the phone book cover one year when we trashed it with wildflowers. It was all covered in wildflowers and it made the phone book cover. It was very pretty.
Yeah.
And I know it's still just as pretty because the topography there is gorgeous.
We'll meet after Earth Day and we'll
Yeah.
get together and figure out what we're gonna wanna do
For the June.
for the journey.
Okay.
Yeah.
KTV conference?
I have it's gonna be virtual. I haven't asked, when is it? I haven't asked someone, if I'll be able to pay for some, if I can pay for some of my boards to be able to attend. Cause I know last time they made like a big deal. I wasn't here for that.
Excuse me, I'll just register myself, so.
My board,
Not going or going?
no paying for the board.
You
paid
for it?
We
Yeah.
paid for it.
No,
No,
she paid for some board members.
I need to check. This is how I said I wasn't here. There was like this whole big thing. But actually, I think I have a credit.
Yeah, 'cause somebody didn't go, Nikki didn't go.
Yeah.
But we paid for it.
Yeah,
KLB didn't pay for it.
I paid mine.
You paid, yeah, you paid for
Yeah.
our registration, and then I paid for all
No,
travel
there's-
expenses.
Yep.
No,
But we didn't pay
there's
for it.
some. I need to check back because I wasn't here. I don't know what movements were made, but I think there was an issue. But I need to check back because it was it when I was in.
No worries. I
So
sure wish you guys would get that. Then
When is it? What are the dates? Sorry, not the.
oh, there it is. Sorry. So
Oh,
I'm
right
just gonna
here.
go back real quick to a donation that we did receive from Uber Freight. Uber Freight gave us they gave us a total of 2,750, I think it is, but 250 was for t-shirt, and I said, oh, thank you, and then 250 was supposed to be for t-shirt, and then 2,500 was supposed to be just a general donation, and I said, you know what, thank you, how about 500 we use for Earth Day, and the other one just a general. So they gave us that, and just so you all know, we did get a generous donation from Uber Freight.
cool. 25.
What's 2,500?
No, it's 2,750. It was 500 for, but I said, hey, let's use this for Earth Day, and then 250 for t-shirt, and then 2,000 just general. Yes, from Uber Freights. They're really trying to focus on sustain, and well, Concentrix wants to try to do more, but there's that big but, and that's it, guys.
PayPal thing?
Yeah. No, but I think I do have a credit for one KTV registration.
Nikki didn't go.
No. It
No,
was yours.
Ashley,
Yes, you ended up
Priscilla.
outgoing, right?
But then they give it to Ashley? Because you know how
No,
they.
because
But no,
Ashley-
but then I paid for Ash.
no, and then I had the scholarship.
Yeah.
Because they divided it, right? Or no? Oh no, we gave it to them.
Yeah, you gave it
Okay.
to me.
But then we gave yours to. You ended up not
To
going,
Myra?
right?
No.
No?
I paid for
To
everything,
him.
and he paid for
No, we
registration.
ended up giving it to Ashley.
Someone got mine, for sure.
Someone got hers.
Yeah.
So we think we ended up giving it to Ashley, and then hers ends up being a credit.
Okay.
So I have a credit of 1. Because out of 70 people's and that is worth paying
Paid
for.
for it.
2.
Yeah. Yeah. So I have that 1 credit. So I technically can.
Do 3. More, because it was 4
Well, I
something.
told Fred that I would pay for his too. Because I'm like, you're getting my botanical money. And I was like, yes, I am. I was like, you're not gonna use it. I was like, it's all still there. I'm seeing it. So,
And it can be an endeavor.
Okay. No doubt. All right, so date and time for next meeting, we have May the 1st is on Wednesday. Is that correct?
May what?
May the 1st, I think is Wednesday?
Yes.
Yes. Can you do May 1st? Can everyone do May 1st?
Maybe.
Cool, May Day. Ooh, that's a
The holiday of the pagans.
Are we
All right.
still doing a cleanup here in this neighborhood?
I'm hoping so we can look for that for October. That's what I want. That's what I've been wanting.
Instead of the political one, we'll have that one. All right, okay, so items for the next meeting? Just
Wait,
for
can we just check real quick? So we said May 1st?
May 1st.
I just got something from Myra.
I know.
So, I was gonna like, what do you have? Oh, I just got something from Myra. I'm busy that day.
For me? What'd you get?
The meeting.
The meeting!
What do you mean?
You said
We
2.
got the adopt a highway.
What?
Yeah, I think.
I'm putting it in my calendar.
Oh, I think it sent it to everyone.
Yeah, you just said thank you. You send it to all of us.
I just
Thank
got
you.
to tell more.
I
No,
know.
but that's good. It helps
And
us
I'll
not
be
have
there.
I'm just putting it because, oh,
to- Yeah. It helps me too.
you're welcome. And you're welcome, Remy.
Thank you. So
What
what
if
if
it just
I'm
captured
busy
whatever
May
first
1st, Jean.
I had?
Sorry, at 5:30, it clashes.
The class,
It clashes with my other event.
I'm probably
I
gonna
saw the
be
bill, I
short
have a
on
question.
Wednesday, and I don't know.